This is a super quick and random video, but we're modding the Pathfinder. So per usual, I'm a horrible vlogger, so I didn't record earlier, but we picked up some wheels. I don't even think you'd be able to see what kind of wheels these are, but we picked up some 20-inch wheels. I've had this thought for a long time and I just never got around to doing it, but we found a good deal on some wheels, some 20s as opposed to the 18s, because one thing about these Pathfinders is they suck. The suspension sucks. The way it drives and handles sucks. So like these SUVs, just like you take a turn, there's just so much body roll, and then like on bumps and everything like that, just the way the suspension is. And then with the sidewall, the tall, Jesus Christ, then with the tall sidewall of the tires, per usual, the stupid fucking Prius driver just stops in the middle of the road. But yeah, just with the tire sidewall and then the super soft suspension and then the lack of structural rigidity in the whole entire vehicle, you like even hit a bump and the whole car jostles around and it feels uncontrollable. It's terrible. So same thing I do with the X5s. You go up to some 20-inch wheels as opposed to the 18s, and you get a smaller sidewall tire, so that means there's less like give. The tire sidewall is a 50. We're gonna go down to a 40, but yeah, these are gonna be good for now. Come on, dog. I would bumbo clock do not. Yo, move. I just don't understand people like put your hazards on or move over to the side of the road. But yeah, that's Massachusetts. Driving in Boston, Massachusetts, terrible. Everybody's a shit driver. That's why we have the highest insurance prices in the country. But yeah, so once you take some of the sidewall down and go to a bigger wheel, it the car drives a lot better. So yeah, we're just gonna step them down to 40 sidewall, so there's even less and the car feels a bit better when you're driving around, and that'll be that. But yeah, it's gonna be a nice little upgrade for this thing. It 100% needs it. It also needs an alignment, but we'll do that another day, because it is Sunday. I was supposed to be doing all this stuff and getting the alignment yesterday, but the person with the wheels didn't get back to me. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys when we get to the tire shop. Yeah, now you guys see that it has the 20s on. It's actually pretty good looking. But, should drive a lot better now with the sidewall. And again, we are going to step them down a little more. We are going to be going down to 40 sidewall because these are 265/50. But yeah, for now, this is pretty decent. Yeah, I had it on Zoom, but yeah, now you guys can see. So also fills up the wheel well a little more, because overall the rolling diameter is slightly bigger. But yeah, still raining, but we're just gonna get one last look around of the Pathfinder. It definitely looks so much better on the 20s as well, which is cool. I do believe it needs suspension, like strut, what do you call it? Jesus, I can't talk. Struts and springs. So I may actually either do stock struts with lowering springs, or I may get coilovers. Because again, this thing does need to stiffen up a bit. The ride quality is bad. I'm going to like not Photoshop, but you know what I mean. Edit a picture of this thing, lower it, and put it over this so you guys can see what it would look like. But yeah, I do plan on lowering it a little bit, because it, not even just because of the aesthetics, but because this thing really needs to stiffen up a bit. And I do believe lowering it will help that, because the center of gravity is high and whatnot. Like, granted, even though this thing is a slick top and everything, it's just really not great. And I'm also going to see if there's any braces like like a X brace for underneath, or maybe if even putting like the roof racks that go horizontal are able to stiffen this thing up a little bit. But it just like, because these things would be decent if they were just a bit stiffer. So yeah, not stiffer like sporty, but stiffer like to the point where it feels like you're actually in control. Because again, like when you turn and everything, the car feels like it's about to flip over or something, like even when you're not going fast. But yeah, I can honestly say this thing looks really good. Like, look at that.